Do you remember the last time you opened that old family album? The one buried deep in a drawer under stacks of forgotten things? The leather cover might be cracked now, but inside, it holds a world that time can't erase. You flip the first page, and there they are. Your parents, younger than you ever imagined. Their smiles untouched by the years, their eyes full of the kind of hope we don't see much these days. A Christmas tree glowing in the background. A picnic by the lake. Laughter frozen midair, sunlight caught on film. And suddenly, you realize these aren't just photos. They're whispers from the past. Echoes of the life that made you who you are. So, what happens when you finally turn that first page again? The second page is slightly faded, edges curled from time. There's your father, standing next to an old Chevy, his arms slung around your mother's shoulders. The sky behind him is that soft, golden kind of light you only get at the end of a long summer day. You can almost feel the warmth of it again, the hum of cicadas, the smell of fresh-cut grass, the taste of lemonade on a hot afternoon. Flip again. Now it's you, 5 years old, wearing a red striped shirt, missing a tooth, holding up a melting ice cream cone like a trophy. Behind you, your sister is laughing so hard she's out of focus. You can hear it, can't you? That laugh. That unstoppable, contagious laugh that used to fill every room in the house. The next photo, a Christmas morning. Wrapping paper everywhere, your mom in a robe, your dad pretending to be Santa. You can almost hear the radio playing Bing Crosby, smell the cinnamon rolls baking in the oven. Back then, the world felt small but complete, as if everything that mattered fit within the four walls of your living room. Time does something strange when you look at old pictures. It doesn't just show the past, it brings it back, almost like you never left. And for a second, you're right there again. A child sitting cross-legged on a carpet, believing that joy will last forever. You turn another page. Now it's your teenage years, awkward smiles, denim jackets, a prom corsage pinned slightly crooked. You remember the nervous laughter, the heartbeats that felt too loud. You see the old family dog, the one that used to sleep at the foot of your bed. Gone for decades now, but in this picture, still running, ears flapping, eyes bright with love. You pause. Because suddenly, you notice how young your parents look. You used to think they'd always be there, strong, steady, unshakable. But now, the album reminds you, they were just people too. People who once dreamed, who once struggled, who once laughed at things they'd later forget. And you feel that ache, gentle, not painful, just tender. Because these moments weren't just theirs. They were yours too. A story written together, one frame at a time. Maybe that's the secret magic of old photographs. They don't just show faces, they hold feelings. They carry the warmth of the people who touched them, the energy of rooms long silent. They let us meet the versions of ourselves we've left behind. You flip to the final page. It's a family picnic, everyone's there. Your parents, your siblings, your grandparents, even the neighbors who used to drop by uninvited. There's laughter, motion, sunlight, the kind of photo that feels alive. You stare at it for a long time. Because deep down, you know you can't go back. But maybe you don't have to. Maybe remembering is enough. You close the album gently. The sound of the cover shutting feels final, but somehow comforting. It's like saying goodbye and thank you at the same time. And for a moment, you sit there quietly. The world outside keeps moving, traffic hums, clocks tick, phones buzz. But inside, everything slows down. You feel grateful for the laughter, the love, even the losses. Because they all made you who you are. And maybe that's what these albums are really about. Not nostalgia. Not sadness. But connection. Even when time changes everything, real love never fades from the picture. You sit there for a while, the album closed on your lap. The quiet in the room feels different now. Not empty, just full. Full of everything that once was. And everything that still lives on inside you. You realize that life moves fast, faster than it used to. But those photos, they slow it down. They remind you that behind every wrinkle, every gray hair, there's a story, a memory that still matters. Maybe it's time to pass those memories on. To show your children who you were before the world got loud. To tell them the stories behind each picture. How your dad could never take a serious photo. How your mom danced barefoot in the kitchen. How laughter once filled every summer night. Because someday, they'll find this same album. And they'll turn each page the way you just did. Smiling, laughing, maybe even tearing up a little. And in that moment, you'll live again through them. So tonight, go find that old album. Dust it off. Open it. And remember, you don't need to go back in time to feel close to it. All you need is to turn the page.